Hello. This is Auntie May. Welcome to Empathy is Magic Motivation. Minnie, come in. Take a moment, because what we're about to talk about today isn't easy, but it's necessary. This is one of those moments where we slow down and really see what's happening around us. Because sometimes the world moves so fast that we forget there are real people behind the headlines. So I need you to stay with me, not just with your ears, but with your heart, because this matters. There is a story beneath every face, a name behind every number, a family behind every headline. Today, we are not talking about policy alone. We are talking about people, children, parents, neighbors, American communities living in fear. This is not a distant issue. It is not abstract. It is happening now. Across the United States, families are waking up each day unsure whether a goodbye will be temporary or permanent. America has always been shaped by immigrants. From those who crossed oceans with nothing but hope, to those who crossed borders in search of safety, opportunity, and dignity. And we must also honor the African slaves who were brought here not by choice, but by force, whose strength, resilience, and sacrifice helped build this nation, even in the face of unimaginable injustice. Immigrants built railroads, harvested crops, cared for children and elders, served in wars, founded businesses, taught classrooms. The words etched into the Statue of Liberty were not decoration. They were a promise. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. That promise is now being tested. Today, immigration enforcement has created fear not only for undocumented families, but for citizens, neighbors, and children born on this soil. Parents are making emergency plans. Who will pick up the children if they do not come home? Who will explain absence to a classroom? Children are afraid to go to school. Families avoid hospitals. Communities grow quiet, not from peace, but from fear. Across the country, reports have indicated that children have been detained or separated during immigration actions, often held in inhumane conditions, deprived of basic needs and left feeling scared and confused. Let that sink in. One widely shared case involved a young child, Liam Caneo Ramos, whose detention became a symbol of the fear many families live with. Regardless of legal outcomes, no child should experience terror as policy. No child should associate backpacks with loss or uniforms with fear. A mother at a protest said, "I came here to protect my children. Now I spend every night wondering who will protect them if I am taken." A father said, "My son asks me if school is safe. I don't know how to answer him anymore." This fear does not stop at borders. It ripples through homes, classrooms, hospitals, churches, and workplaces. In recent years, enforcement actions and protests around immigration have been linked to tragic loss of life. Names such as Renee Nicole Good and Alex Preddy have been spoken in public discourse and protest spaces, as symbols of a system many believe has lost moral clarity. Regardless of circumstance, every life lost is a warning. When fear governs policy, humanity pays the price. Every major spiritual tradition teaches this truth. How we treat the vulnerable reveals who we are. The Bible asks us to welcome the stranger, to protect the child, to love our neighbor. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. reminded us, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. This is not about left or right. This is about right and wrong. History shows us something powerful. Change does not begin in government offices. It begins in communities, when citizens speak, when neighbors protect neighbors, when silence is replaced with courage. Peaceful protest is not disorder. It is conscience in motion. Empathy is not weakness. It is strength with direction. The world is watching. What America does and does not sets an example beyond its borders. Compassion strengthens nations. Cruelty destabilizes them. To every family living in fear, to every child carrying anxiety they should never know, to every citizen wondering how to help, you matter. Your voice matters. Your compassion matters. We do not heal division with more division. We heal it with compassion, with empathy. One day history will ask us what we chose: fear or humanity, silence or courage. Let us be remembered as the generation that refused to look away. Because when empathy leads, justice follows. Empathy is not magic because it is easy. Empathy is magic because it changes everything. Before you go, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for taking this moment, for slowing down, for listening, for choosing yourself. I hope something you heard today touched your heart, calmed your mind, or reminded you that you're not alone in this. Because you're not. And if this message moved you in any way, I want you to carry it with you beyond this moment, into your day, into your life. And if you need to, come back and listen again, as many times as you need. This space is always here for you. And so am I. If this spoke to you, take a second to like, to subscribe, and share this with someone who might need it too. Because you never know who's quietly waiting for a message like this. I'll see you again soon for another moment, another message, another reminder of who you truly are. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. I'm right here.